test this here Ford Bronco in two extreme locations, the Oregon snowy wilderness and the high desert.
And we're going to see if this Bronco can hold up to its heritage.
But before we find out what it's like to experience this little slice of cherry pie Americana, let me introduce you to the Bronco's owner, Spencer. He's a doctor of engineering, and once he'd carefully finished preparing the Bronco's paintwork for its video debut, I took a look at some of the Bronco's other features.
Cool.
This 1980 Ford Bronco is a white four-wheel drive model, one generation younger than that other famous white Ford Bronco. This one's only ever been jumped 160 feet once and rolled twice in its very gentle life on the Oregon Trail. So once I'd had a good look round the world-class off-roading vehicle that our lives depended on, and once Spencer went through the checklist of everything we'd need to survive out in the snow and the high desert...
Got air, got a winch, got winch hookups, got a winch controller, got a chainsaw.
We set off. That door sticks. And if you're new here to the Limit 55 channel, make sure to subscribe to support the creation of more content about the classic car experience. Part 1 of the Bronco experience would take us around Klamath Falls Lake to the snowy forest just south of the Great Sandy Desert. Seatbelt on so I don't die.
There's no safety, like...
Oh, no safety. That's good. And what's the nickname for the Bronco?
Snowflake.
Snowflake. It all adds up. It's go anywhere and do anything. You know, the early Broncos, they didn't have like doors. They were almost like fiberglass tubs just plopped on an off-roading chassis. So you could just get in and go. We don't have time to open doors because we're trying to go, you know? We've got to go, we've got to get there.
This thing will take you places, that's for sure.
The Bronco. The clue was in the name and in the bombastic marketing.
Bronco! Ford Bronco! First four-wheel drive sports car, a do-anything workhorse.
And it was for rugged outdoors people, real Americans.
50 head of cattle stranded out there. You gotta get them home.
The Bronco had an air of God-backed manifest destiny about it, and people needed to buy one to charge forward into the great unknown as if their lives depended on it. It suited the ranch hands and the suburban mothers because it had that rugged, go-anywhere, do-anything appeal. It had four-wheel drive, so it was physically capable, but its style made it so that everyone wanted to drive one.
Crisp, sharp, outside and in.
So if this 4x4 could support this 3x3 Western relationship in the mid-1960s, I couldn't wait to experience it in the Oregon wilderness.
And when we got it, the top, it didn't have a top on the back. No tailgate, that door didn't even open.
She was a cabriolet.
Yeah. It's had its frame cracked, re-welded, broken the back glass twice after jumping it.
Did you pull the frame? How did you get the door to open again?
We just cut the fender.
Oh, okay. I bet your white paint touch-up job really completes the white on white. This is Orange Juice Simpson spec right here.
That one rolls up. There's going to be more of this.
I just didn't want broken glass on me when we roll. Oh my god! It's getting nasty! Oh Jesus! Spencer had told me he'd give me the Bronco experience, but as I'd never really been off-roading just for the sake of off-roading, I wasn't really sure what to expect. Where are you supposed to go?
Back there. Should we do it?
Does it go up there?
Yeah.
Aiming for nowhere, Snowflake the bucking Bronco was unleashed.
Oh boy. It doesn't usually whine this much. I don't really like that.
Is there oil in it?
The diff?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I've never checked.
We were having a great time, driving for the sake of driving and sliding this thing on the snow.
So a score from 1 to 10, it is rowdy.
We're stuck.
We're really in for it now, Mr. Krabs.
Oh, it's too funny, dude.
I beached it.
Want to talk there, mate?
Hey, can I have some help?
You certainly can, but it's a $5 charge per pull-out.
This is single A towing.
We got a full 2 miles before we beached this American hero in the snow, so it's at this point I should probably introduce our support crew team, Matt and Owen, who together were piloting the Bronco's big brother, the Trailblazer. They soon winched us out, and we were on our way again.
Because they're young, goony. They're also mature, like they just get it. But they also are just
seem like
goons.
capable people.
You know, it's not for everyone. Not everyone gets it. Getting stuck in the woods in the cold and unideal circumstances.
It's almost like everybody wants to get stuck so they can help each other, which is kind of counterintuitive, but it's also really good vibes.
It is, totally.
But it is fun. I can see why you come out here.
You want to hear something fun?
Yeah. And it makes rally stage noises?
It makes rally noises.
Oh my god, this thing's amazing. It's cushy enough inside. You know, we've got wood paneling and seats like couches.
Yeah.
But the fact that the outside is kind of beat up makes it so you can just...
You can have fun with it.
You can use it, yeah.
You can use it. That's the best way to say it.
If it was mint, you'd be like, oh, I'm going to scratch my sill on this piece of ice.
Those are our brakes. Not great. But this has just become the new norm.
She's evolving.
She's evolving.
It's like a cheese.
We'll fix her. We'll treat her right.
It stinks too. Not of cheese, but of gasolina.
Just FYI, I'm gonna need some speed to get through this, and I don't really feel like stopping.
Copy that.
Sanchez.
Send it, Sanchez.
Big and long.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Go.
Yeah. There's quite a bit of satisfaction in that, isn't it? It's like you beat nature, briefly.
We're stuck again.
We're really in for it now, Mr. Krabs. I was so close to hitting you.
I thought you were gonna clip
But despite using the proper technique,
Hey, dude, try your backtracks. You got this, dude.
I think she's trying to tell us we're done.
Spencer could not free the Bronco.
You want a winch from the back?
Yank her all the way.
What was that?
Forwards.
Yank!
Which way?
Forwards.
Okay, I'll go around you.
We were in a proper pinch. The snow on my side of the car was at least 3 feet deep.
You go.
Now more than ever, it was time for the Trailblazer and Matt and Owen to swing into action. They tried multiple times to pull us out, but it was useless. The Bronco was not coming out, but Matt and Owen went for one last pull, which went well.
We have a new problem, gentlemen.
This might be a winch on the Bronco to the back of the K5 operation. This is the worst possible situation. 2 trucks stuck with a tight rope between them. It's good. It's good.
But this wasn't going to get in the way of Matt and Owen. They swung into action like a well-oiled pastrami sandwich-fueled winter rescue machine. We were free, and with nothing more than a few squeaks and rattles added to the Bronco, we kept going. The snowy forest certainly had a stranglehold on our car, and much like the Ted Nugent song, the snow went on and on and on, forever, indefinitely. But it was this perseverance and evolution of its design with its new twin-beam front suspension that was designed to
help maintain wheel alignment
that made the third-generation Bronco the American hero of the 1980s. So many people had them and continue to own them to this day. The man at the helm, Jay Leno.
Got your spare tire there. You can push a little Weber barbecue right here, cook some brats, watch the game, whatever you want. I just like this better than having a back seat. Don't need any more of my deadbeat friends riding around with me. You know?
And many of the people he interviewed had them.
My next guest is a legend in the music business and an old buddy of mine. On April 23rd, he begins a 3-month engagement at the Mickey Gilley Theater in Branson, Missouri. His newest CD is Even Now. Please welcome Conway Twitty.
Country legend Conway Twitty had one done in this fantastic Twitty Bird paint scheme, appearing on Jay's show just a few months before he died. Stars of music and screen Lady Gaga and Jason Segel had them. It was the chosen tool of racing hero Parnelli Jones to vanquish the formidable Baja 1000, but that's a story for part 2. Axe-wielding outdoorsman, guitar player and general lunatic Ted Nugent has had several. Such is the American allure of the Bronco that it even brought Irishman Colin Farrell to its camp. Not that he had much choice. Don't Stop Believin' had come out, perms were in, and the star of the screen Bronco was the thing to have.
Now that's a soft perm.
But don't think that because the Bronco was getting stuck in the snow all the time, that its competitors from Jeep, Toyota, or Chevrolet were any better, because they too were subject to the cruel and exacting physics of snow.
You can read me. Let's pull off up to the left here after this place.
Copy that.
Where he gets out of the way. Oh, he's buried.
Uh-oh.
Might need to give him a yank.
You like the yank?
Oh, we're stuck, dude. We're stuck, dude. You can also use your winch, too.
Okay, I'd rather do one. I'm gonna try to get out of here. We're gonna see what happens.
progress throughout the afternoon, and I was falling deeper in love with the charms of the Bronco.
I guess after you guys. Just don't get stuck. Or do.
We'll see.
We're stuck again. We soon got used to the routine. Pause ahead of an obstacle, ram through, get stuck, get pulled out, and repeat, all while adding to the evolution of squeaks and rattles inside the Bronco. But soon, even Spencer and the ruggedly dependable Bronco started to show the strain.
Oh man, this is rough. We should fix this later, because it's not good.
Are there all the spark plug leads on?
Probably.
What's that for? That cabinet knob.
Choke.
Oh,
Shit, this is kind of concerning.
the truck's not running good? Well, what could it possibly be? It's either the choke's stuck and it's running rich, it's not getting enough air,
If it was running,
or it's ignition related.
wouldn't let me get on.
As our fingers were frozen, we had no spare parts, and there was only a single melon in the back seat for food. We decided there wasn't much we could do except limp out of the forest and try and get the Bronco home. See, she's dependable. She got us back to the main road.
She's actually arguably the most dependable vehicle I own.
And with that frightening thought dispensed, we left the snowy forest and that night proceeded home to assess this American hero's heart. I'm gonna put the other plugs back in.
This is not a good sign, Daniel.
Uh-oh. So we pulled the plugs because it was idling rough, but the plugs look okay, so we cleaned them up, and now we're putting them back in. And Spencer went to check the spark plug wires, but then we discovered that they had no continuity, so that's good. We spent ages going through the truck's ignition system looking for something that was causing the rough idle. We had to get it running better before we set off for the dunes the next day. As long as they're the same diameter. We eventually found a burned spark plug wire and started robbing good wires off of one of Spencer's other cars, his Dodge Dart, to make a good complete set. We got the Bronco running again just after midnight, and this American icon was ready for round 2.
Be very careful out here.
Yeah. I can totally see myself killing a motorcycle. Then I get like jailed in Oregon for accidental homicide. What a day.